Welcome everyone to Community Voice. And this week we have with you Hannah Cowell. And Hannah is the owner of Fish & Co. here in Madoc. And from what I understand, this young lady started a business a year ago, well, almost a year in August. And she has a love for fishing. And I'm going to let Hannah tell us a little bit more about this love for fishing and how she got started with her business.
Yeah, so I started fishing when I was really little with my dad. It was one of my favorite things to do and still is. Yeah, we would just head out. He knows, like, if I'm feeling super anxious or anything, it's such a good stress reliever for me. So I knew that I wanted to incorporate it somehow in my future when it came to a career. Wasn't really sure how I wanted to do that. So in 2019, I started a clothing line called Pretty Little Angler, and it's a female fishing line. Because whenever I was doing fishing derbies or tournaments, I was always wearing guys' clothes because there wasn't anything for girls that wasn't bright pink or something like that. So that's how Pretty Little Angler started. So I have no pink yet. I'm just like grays and neutral colors.
Good for you.
And yeah, so that's kind of how I started.
Good for you.
So that was my...
Yeah, so I was just going to say, with the clothing line, do you make the clothes yourself or do you manufacture it out?
So I manufacture it out. I tried to do some things myself and I'm just not that talented. Maybe one day I'll be able to do that, but for now, no. But everything that I have for Pretty Little Angler all comes from Canada. That was something that was really important to me. So it comes from Ottawa and Toronto are the two places that my Pretty Little Angler things come from. So I knew I wanted to grow that. And then Fish & Co. was like my next step.
Ah, cool. So you don't just have fishing gear in your store. You have, all kinds of things like books and apparel and all kinds of different accessories, like, so maybe can you give us a little bit more detail about that?
Yeah, of course. So I really wanted to balance it out because I know not everyone loves fishing as much as I do. So I wanted to bring in some cottage decor. So I have a section of that. And then I have my clothing line. So I have Pretty Little Angler, Fish & Co. line, and then also a Wyra Lake clothing line. With being so close to the lake, I wanted to incorporate that somehow. And that's where I do all of my fishing for the most part. So it's a super important place to me. So we have that as well. And then I also have a handmade market in the back. So from other local ladies that love to make things as well and have a business sense, but don't really have the storefront or the opportunity to sell it. So I have that as well.
Oh, what a great offer for local artists and people who just need that little extra helping hand. Great. That's a great opportunity for people, and good for you for doing that. So kudos. Now, Hannah, you're a young lady in the world of business. How does it feel to be a young entrepreneur? And, what kind of challenges besides the COVID challenge are you facing these days that you might need a little bit of help with, or a little, like to yell out and shout out and say, hey, business owners, how can I solve this? Or what can I do?
Yeah, so I think my challenge or biggest thing that I have to face is probably a little different than most females in business. With fishing being a male dominant sport, I definitely have some obstacles that I face on a day-to-day basis with that. I've had a lot of guys that will come in and ask for the owner, and when I say it's me, they laugh at me and walk out. So I deal with that a lot. I had one guy come in and I said, just let me know if I can help you. And he says, yeah, right, and turned around and walked out of the store. So I deal with that a lot. Which is my biggest challenge, but I knew coming into it that was something that I would need to face. Luckily, I've got pretty thick skin, so I can handle it, but it's still a challenge and something that I'm working through.
Well, maybe that is something that we at the Chamber can help you with, to overcome a little bit. And, we can certainly start getting the word out there. We can start writing some articles for you, putting it, writing an article if you want, put it in the news on 7. And, the distribution of that is quite good. So, maybe the tourists that are coming in or the local men that are coming into your store, maybe that might just kind of change their minds a little bit. So, let's try to find a way to overcome that for you through the Chamber if we can.
Well, thank you. That would be lovely.
Okay. So what else now? Hannah, what else other challenges may you be facing, as a new business owner in a small community? And, like, how are you finding that starting out?
Yeah, so I was really lucky. Madoc is so amazing, and all of the other small businesses down here on downtown, they welcomed me with open arms. Everyone came on the day that I opened and brought me cards and flowers and stuff, which was so great. But I think just the biggest challenge right now, as pretty much everyone else, is obviously COVID, and
Yes.
everything that we're dealing with being shut down is really tough. And I know for me and a couple other small businesses, we weren't fortunate enough to get any of the small business grants that the government's providing. So that's been a challenge for sure. But overall, it's all a learning experience for sure. I took business in school, so I had a little bit of knowledge going into it. But it's
Good.
still, it's a learning curve every day. I'm always on my toes.
Yes, as a business owner, we're always all on our toes, regardless. It doesn't matter what type of business you have. You have to almost stay 2 feet ahead, or just to try
Yeah,
to.
exactly.
Yeah. So
Always expecting unexpected.
so let me ask you this: what kind of advice as a young lady would you have to give to other young ladies coming into the business environment, into the retail section?
Really just stand your ground. A lot of people are going to try to take advantage of you with being a young female, or at least they did for me. And you might really be set that there's something that you want. For example, there was a company that I really wanted to bring in, but the sales guy, he wasn't working with me. It was, nope, this is the way it is. And I wasn't okay with that. So I had to learn to walk away from that and just accept the fact that that wasn't going to happen. But just be who you are, and don't cave in on things, and just stand your ground.
Perfect. That's great advice. It doesn't matter if you're young or old. It's always a good reminder to hear that every day, especially for the ones always that have been in business for a long time. Sometimes we just need a little reminder here and there. But yes, for the young folks, for the young ladies.
Yeah, just be who you are.
Yeah, just be who you are is right. You want to be as authentic as possible, so that people will actually come in and be your repeat customers, and then actually pass on all those referrals, word of mouth referrals that we all like. So to grow your business. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've been able to form some really great relationships with people here that they come in every weekend. I have two sisters that come in every weekend just to check it out. And it's so nice to be able to create those relationships and bonds with people in the community.
great, that's right. So now what is the future look like for Fish and Co? Now we know that COVID's in place, but however, at one point it's going to be over here, hopefully soon. And what are your plans? Are you looking at different maybe workshops for people to come in, fly tying, making lures? Like, what are you planning?
Yeah, so hopefully I'm just going to keep expanding. I would love to eventually have more than one location, so just keep growing. I am hopefully be able to start my own like brand of lures and rods. I would love to have a Fish and Co brand in fishing. I think that would be really great and a cool step for me. I'm also in the process of working with a business coach to start a foundation. So my goal within the next 5 years is to have a foundation that works with individuals that have special needs, that teaches them how to fish. So similar to like a Challenger Baseball that's out there already working with kids with disabilities with baseball. I want to take the same sort of idea and work with kids and teach them how to fish.
Oh, what a wonderful idea. That will be something that will just go over very well in our community. And I can quite see, the Kiwanis or the Lions Club joining in on those ventures with you. Like, wow, what a great opportunity for the community or anyone. And, what a great way to kick off your business as well. So good for you. It's so nice to hear the young entrepreneurs and how they are advancing and using the business knowledge that they've learned at school, and what's coming out of the industry now. And obviously you've got a good combination of everything to build a strong business foundation. So great for you. So now I do have to ask this. Are you going to participate? I guess we can't really have any fishing tournaments right now, but is this something that you would get involved in as well?
I would love to. So especially being on the other side now. So the derbies that were on Moira Lake, I would always do those with my dad. So it would be fun to be on the other side and kind of help run the derby I think would be great. There's always something like that I'm sure I could volunteer at, because volunteering is something that I love so much. So it'd be nice to kind of do both.
Well, that's wonderful. It's wonderful. So now what can we do as a community to help get the word out for you besides, advertising in the news on 7, let you know who you are. You're obviously a member of the chamber, and, what other opportunities would you like to see us to be able to help you grow your business?
I think the biggest thing is just sharing social media content. I think is huge. That's one of my personal goals this year for my social media, is to grow my following and just get a wider footprint out there for people that I'm reaching. So if anyone out there that's watching wants to share and like all of my Facebook posts or Instagram, that would be super helpful and great.
Great. So if you're wondering how to, I'm just going to share my screen here for a minute. And where did it go here? Whoopsie. Hold on for a sec. Just want to share the screen. It's not. I guess it's not coming up today. Sorry about this. What I was thinking was showing your website to everybody so that they can actually maybe go on, because I seen you had a link that says for your Instagram account, and I thought, that's pretty cool how she did that. So you can see her full feed on her Instagram account. So if you have a chance, go to fishandco.ca, and you can actually click on her link near the bottom of the home page, and you'll see all her news feed and Instagram. And she's got quite a collection of pictures there, folks, and you'll absolutely love them. They're just beautiful. So, this young lady, I like to say welcome to Madoc and welcome to our business community. And thank you today for joining us on Community Voice. And we wish you all the luck going through this trying time. And, anytime that you need to reach out to us, please do so. And we're here for you.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It was great chatting with you.
Okay, great.
I'd just like to say something.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Kathy.
Yes, I've been in Hannah's store, Fish & Co, and it's FISHNCO. And I don't fish. I've never, no, I don't think I've ever fished.
Oh my goodness.
I was amazed at all the stuff that's in there. And if you're looking for a unique gift, it's just the perfect place to find something. Hannah has got a diverse line of goods in her store. So, I mean, if you're not a fisherman or woman, it's a great place to just walk in. It's what I call one of those feel-good stores. You walk in and you see nice stuff.
Oh, that's
and
wonderful.
It just makes you feel good when you walk in.
Thank you so much for that. Yes, that's one of my goals when I open the stores. I want it to be considered like a safe, feel-good place that people can come to and just be themselves and not have to worry about saying the wrong thing and just being comfortable with who they are.
Well, Hannah, you're an inspiring young woman for all the women or even young people out there who want to start a business. I guess one of the things is you started with something that you know and you built on it. So congratulations. Your store is fabulous.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot.
A wonderful addition to downtown Madoc.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. A young lady, young entrepreneur, off to a great start in a small community and being successful. What more can a person ask for in a small community? And once again, Hannah, enjoy your business. It's definitely built from passion, and we wish you all the success in it. And remember, doesn't matter. Smile wherever you go, folks, and stop into Fish & Co, because you'll never know what you're going to find there. From unique gifts to fishing lines to apparel, she's got it all. So Fish & Co, everyone, fishandco.ca. Thank you, Hannah, for joining us on Community Voice. And everyone, enjoy your day, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you so much.